Oh, count me in. You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. Keep straight ahead for the most glorious place on the face of the earth and sky. Hold on to your breath. Hold on to your heart. Hold on to your hope. March up to the gate and bid it open. Open up the gate and you will find that you're at Billy's Place. The vibe is light and breezy. Billy's Place, it's a virtual speakeasy. My home base, I'm glad that you dropped by. Time to grab a libation from the shelf. Have whatever you want, you gotta make it yourself. Sit back, relax, I'll make your troubles fly. A musical trip, nothing complicated, and if you tip, that's appreciated. Good fellowship with no mask on our face. From apartment 5 across the park, I'm singing and swinging till it gets dark. Don't worry about finding a place to park, just park it at Billy's Place. Park it at Billy's Place. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're at Billy's Place. I'm your host, Billy Stritch, episode 16. We're going to celebrate the music of the great Harold Arlen. And in the second half of the show, we're going to shine a spotlight on everybody's favorite movie, The Wizard of Oz. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss a thing of it. Park it at Billy's Place. Free and easy, that's my style. Howdy do me, watch me smile. Fare thee well may, after a while, 'cause I gotta roam. And any place I hang my hat is home. Sweetening water, cherry wine, thank you kindly, suits me fine. Kansas City, Carolina, that's my honeycomb. 'Cause any place I hang my hat is home. Birds roosting in the trees, pick up and go, and the going proves that's how it ought to be. I pick up too when the spirit moves me. Cross the river round the bend. Howdy, stranger, so long, friend. There's a voice in the lonesome wind that keeps whispering Rome, whispering Rome. Birds roosting in the trees, pick up and go, and the going proves that's how it ought to be. I pick up too when the spirit moves me. Cross the river, round the no strangers, so long, friend. There's a voice in the lonesome wind that keeps murmuring, Rome. I'm going where the welcome mat is. Doesn't matter where that is, 'cause any place I hang my hat is home. Any place I hang my hat is home. Well, I'm home right now, so this is where I'm hanging my hat these days. But I am awfully glad you're here. And before I forget to tell you, please share this with all your friends. Just go to the bottom of your screen and hit that share button so that your friends will be watching, and we'll have a huge, big, massive watch party and get more people into Billy's place, because Lord knows there's room for everybody here. Harold Arlen is a composer I've been wanting to celebrate for a long time. And let me just preface this by saying there's no way tonight that I'm going to get around to doing all my favorite and all of your favorite Harold Arlen songs. But I picked a few that I enjoy. So just don't worry about that, because I have a feeling probably sometime in September, October, I will revisit the catalog of Harold Arlen. What I loved about him so much was that he was obviously around the same time as Irving Berlin and Rodgers and Hart and Cole Porter, but he was totally different. He's a jazz guy. He was the son of a cantor. He was born in Buffalo, New York. His name was Hyman Arluck, and a very religious family, but he showed this aptitude for the piano at a very young age. I was reading about him today, and not that I would compare myself to the talent that he had, but there's a lot of parallels in his young life and in my young life. First of all, before I go any further, that song, Any Place I Hang My Hat Is Home, was written with the great Johnny Mercer in 1946 for a show they did together called St. Louis Woman. So a little bit of background about Hyman Arluck. He started playing piano at 8 years old, playing classical music, and though he loved classical music, when he was about 10 or 11, he started hearing jazz. He's born in 1905, so about 1915, 16, he started hearing the very beginnings of jazz, what was being played then, and it really piqued his ear, and he really decided that's what he wanted to do. He played piano by ear. He was self-taught in that way, and when he was 14, just like me, he started playing professionally. As a teenager, at age 15, he formed a group called the Snappy Trio, and they played lots of parties and dances all over Buffalo, and they added a few people to that group, and then it was called the Southbound Shufflers. More and more success came. His brother Julius also was a musician, so he was in the band with this group. And then when he got to be about college, well, first of all, when he was 16, he dropped out of high school because he was into playing music and making money at it. His parents did not love that very much, as you can imagine. Now, I didn't drop out of high school, although I wanted to, but that was just not even an option in my family. But at age 16, this would have been 1921, he decided to make music and playing in a band, basically, his full-time career. He wasn't even writing music then, but he formed a group called the Yankee Six, and they played for all the college dances. And also at the same time, they were playing at all these funky red light cabarets. You know, it was kind of a seedy time there too. So, but they were working all over time. They were big stuff in Buffalo. And then in 1925, when he was 20, he formed a group called the Buffalodians. How much do we love that name? And that was the group that really got him out of Buffalo. They worked in Buffalo, they worked in Pittsburgh, they worked in Albany, they worked all over, and eventually they worked at the Palace in New York. And that's when he started getting into maybe writing music. And also, that's when he changed his name from Hyman Arluck to Harold Arlen. Started writing music when he was 19. He said he wasn't terribly interested in it, but it kind of pulled him in that direction. So he was writing songs for about 5 years, and then in 1930, he had his first really big hit, a song we all know called Get Happy, and it was recorded by Ruth Etting, and if that wasn't a seal of approval for him, I don't know what is. So his songwriting career started to take root at age 25. Hard to imagine, but so I just was reading all this stuff, and the early career and working professionally at a young age was a lot like what I did as well. But no one wrote a torch song like Harold Arlen. I mean, being the son of a cantor and growing up in jazz bands, it was a quite different frame of reference than, say, Irving Berlin or Rodgers and Hart or the Gershwins, although Gershwin was pretty jazzy, or Cole Porter. He just had his own thing. He had the blues and the jazz and the soul in his blood. And no one wrote a torch song better than Harold Arlen. And one of his earliest collaborators, Ted Koehler, they wrote a lot of great songs together. And this is one they wrote in 1941. It's a great torch song that I have loved for a long time. I think I probably first heard Judy Garland sing it. And then, of course, the version that is definitive in my mind, so much so that I steal the key change at the end, I'm not above stealing, is by the great Barbra Streisand. When the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane, when the sun comes out, there'll be bluebirds round my door singing like they did before that old storm broke out. And my gal walked off and left me standing in the rain. Though she's gone, I doubt if she'll stay away for good. I'd stop living if she should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything seemed bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came. I'll never be the same till the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane. If my heart holds out, let it rain, let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and you'll know the one I love walked in. When the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane, if my heart holds out, let it rain, let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door, and you'll know the one I love walked in. When the sun comes out. Well, it doesn't get any torchier than that, I gotta say. When the Sun Comes Out, a song I have loved for a long time. When Billy Rose started, not Billy Rose, I'm about to say his name, that's why I saw it on the page. When Harold Arlen started writing with Ted Koehler, he also started writing for the Cotton Club reviews. Before he went to Broadway or before he went to Hollywood, they wrote so many great songs for those reviews songs called I've Got the World on a String, Stormy Weather. I'm not going to sing those tonight. They'll be in the second volume of Harold Arlen, but I'd like to do a medley of two of my favorites. The first one was written with Billy Rose and Yip Harburg in 1933, and it's from a show called The Great Magoo. Anyone? Never heard of it. And then the second song is from one of those Cotton Club reviews called Rhythmania, and he wrote it with Ted Koehler. So here's a medley of two of my favorite Harold Arlen tunes. It's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. I don't want you, but I'd hate to lose you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. I ought to cross you off my list, but when you come knocking at my door, fate seems to give my heart a twist, and I come running back for more. I should hate you, but I guess I love you. You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea. It's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. I love those two songs, and they go pretty well together, I thought, right? You know what I neglected to mention? Our signature cocktail of the week. Oh, my God. I was thinking about it during the last song and how much I wanted to get over there to it. Tonight, we're having a lovely apple martini. Doug suggested this because it's in honor of the scene in The Wizard of Oz when Dorothy tries to pick an apple off the apple tree. That seemed like a good excuse for an apple martini, and it's very good, I have to say. I'm enjoying it. So whatever you're drinking, I hope you're enjoying. Let's have a cocktail together. Let's drink a nice toast to Harold Arlen and great music and being together on this Thursday night. If you're enjoying yourself, and I know I am, I'd love it if you would consider sending some money my way. Doug and I work very hard to put these shows together week after week. There's a lot of time and effort and thought and preparation that goes into it. And we love doing it. And what's great for me, I've mentioned in the weeks past, it's been a great challenge. I'm stretching myself in ways I never thought possible, musically and creatively, and trying to do new shows week after week. So I enjoy it, but what I really enjoy is when the show is over and I see some lovely gratuities coming my way, and it really makes me feel good. It's encouraging. It's warming to me. A lot of you have been very good about sending money in week after week, and you guys are very, very special because you understand that this might normally be a night that you would be going out and you'd be hearing live entertainment and you'd be paying $20 or $30 or $50 for the live entertainment. And because we're not out in the clubs, and this is sort of taking its place, I hope, for you. So I really would hope that you would continue to be as generous as you are, because it is very, very helpful. I kind of depend on it at the moment because there's no outside work. And so I've been going week to week and hoping that that what you send is, it's all lovely. What I want to stress is that I watch the comments every week. There's a lot of you that watch all the time. And if you've been enjoying these week after week and you haven't had the chance to send a little something my way, please consider it. It's not necessary, as I always say, but it is greatly appreciated. And no amount is too small. Certainly no amount is too large. But every little $10 or $20 or $5 or $30 or $50, it does add up. And it's great for me. It helps keep everything going, not only the show, but just everything in my life going, because it really is the only talent that I have that I can share with you and that I can get a little income from. So there are two ways that you can do that. One is by donating through an app called PayPal, and the address for me on PayPal is bstritch@yahoo.com. And the other way is through Venmo, and that is @Billy-Stritch. Now, I know some of you have written me and said that they don't feel comfortable with either one of those apps. So if you still want to send me a check, please write me via Facebook Messenger, and I'll be happy to give you that information as well. So it's very important. The music is great. It's a gift that I can give you, and the gift that you can give me keeps it all going in a nice circle. And we all got to help each other out in the midst of this. So that's my plea for the evening. I'm going to go on with a few more Harold Arlen songs before we get to our very exciting second half of the show. But I got a request for this song from many of you, and it is one of my favorite songs. A little more obscure, but it just shows you what a brilliant harmonist and melodist Harold Arlen was. He wrote this song in 1937 with Yip Harburg, and it wasn't for a show. But then about 10 years later, Judy Garland and Van Johnson made a film called In the Good Old Summertime. And this song, Judy filmed this song for inclusion in that film, and it was cut from the movie. And I kind of know why, because the movie is fairly lighthearted. I mean, it's a serious story. We all know the story. But I've seen the cut clip you can see online. I think it was included in That's Entertainment Part 3. And it's a very sad moment within a film. And I think probably at the last minute they said, let's take it out and just keep the action going. But it's a gorgeous song. And I'm so glad it was requested by so many of you, because it is really one of my favorites. This is called Last Night When We Were Young. Last night, when we were young, love was a star, a song unsung. Life was so new, so real, so bright. Ages ago, last night. Today the world is old. You flew away and time grew cold. Where is that star that seemed so bright? Ages ago, last night. To think that spring had depended on merely this, a look, a kiss. To think that something so splendid could slip away in one little day break. So now let's reminisce and recollect the sighs and the kisses, the arms that clung when we were young. Last night. That's really one of my favorite Arlen songs. Boy, he could write a melody, and Yip Harburg could write a lyric. What a great team they were. Another great team that Harold Arlen collaborated with, that worked with, was the great Johnny Mercer. Johnny Mercer, being a lyricist, collaborated with almost 150 different composers in his lifetime. He got around. But his songs that he wrote with Harold Arlen are some of the best. One I did earlier, Any Place I Hang My Hat Is Home. That's Johnny Mercer, because of all that great Southern imagery and travel imagery. This is probably one of Harold Arlen's, I would have to say, top 5, maybe top 3 or 4 biggest hits. This was written in 1941 for a film of the same name as the song. And when it came out, it was covered by everybody. Every popular singer of the day, every popular big band of the day. You couldn't go anywhere without hearing this song. There had never been anything like it. It's from a film called Blues in the Night. So I guess you can guess the name of the song. I like to start this with an introduction that I'm stealing again from a great arrangement that George Shearing and Mel Torme, one of my idols, did. And I like the way it starts. My mama done told me when I was in knee pants. My mama done told me, son, a woman'll sweet talk and give you the big eye, but when the sweet talking's done, a woman's a two-face, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night. Now the rains are falling, hear the train a-calling, oh, My mama done told me, hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle. Ooh-wee. My mama done told me, hooey da hooey, oh clickety clack, echoing back the blues in the night. The evening breeze will start the trees to calling, and the moon will shine his light. When you get the blues in the night, take my word, the mockingbird will sing the saddest kind of song. He knows things are wrong, and he's right. Ooh. Ooh, from Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, wherever the four winds blow. I've been in some big towns, and I've heard me some big talk. But there is one thing I know, I really know. A woman's a two-face, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night. My mama was right. There's blues in the night. In the night. Well, that's the best blues song ever, right? Oh my God, it's been sung by so many people, and it's just got such incredible harmonies. I mean, you see what I mean? Harold Arlen, he was like a cut above when it came to harmonies and melodies and where he went with it. I mean, it's such a challenge to play, and it's still so contemporary and so evolved and so wonderful. And, he wasn't as well known, or certainly didn't get the recognition that a lot of these guys got. And that's because he was a shy guy. He wasn't really a self-promoter. He wasn't out there like Rodgers and Hammerstein producing and writing and really developing a brand. Irving Berlin the same way. Cole Porter the same way. Harold Arlen wasn't really interested in developing a brand for himself. So that's why a lot of people aren't familiar with his name. But anytime I can, sing his music and tell you guys a little bit more about it, it's great, because he truly has been one of my favorites for a long time. As I said, there's a lot of songs that I've left out, and so we will revisit Harold Arlen sometime in the next couple of months, I promise. One more time, it's Billy Stritch. It's Billy's Place. I'm having a ball singing this music for you. This is kind of where I live musically. I just want to tell you again that if you're able to contribute, if you're having a good time and you're enjoying the music and you're getting into the groove of the blues and you feel like you want to slap a $20 bill on the table for the musician, there are two ways you can do that: via PayPal at bstritch@yahoo.com, and also via Venmo at Billy-Stritch. So just think about it. It's like dropping a 20 in the tip jar. Not a problem. And again, as I said before, I've appreciated everyone who has consistently tipped me over the last 16 weeks. And it goes a long way, and every bit helps. And we're going to be here a while. So if you're enjoying these shows and sharing them and telling them about it, so just consider throwing a little bit my way. We really appreciate it. Doug and I both appreciate it. I'm going to sing one more song before we get into the exciting second half of our show. This is a song that Harold Arlen wrote with the great Yip Harburg for a Broadway show they wrote in 1944 called Bloomer Girl. And there's a lot of good songs from that score. The star of the show was Celeste Holm, and she was kind of fresh off of a big success that she had made a few years earlier in a musical you might have heard of called Oklahoma, which really catapulted her, played Ado Annie in Oklahoma. And so this was her first big starring vehicle. And it's a lovely song, and it shows a softer side and a more tender side of the music of Harold Arlen, called Right as the Rain. Right as the rain that falls from above, so real, so right is our love. It came like the spring that breaks through the snow. I can't say what it may bring. I only know it's right to believe whatever gave your eyes this glow, whatever gave my heart this song, can't be wrong. It's right as the rain that falls from above and fills the world with the bloom of our love. It's right as the rain that falls from above and fills the world with the bloom of our love. As rain must fall and day must dawn, this love must go. song Harold Arlen wrote in super Southern style, and that's really one of my favorite of his songs. Gorgeous ballad. I hope you enjoyed it. So before I move into the second half of the show, which is going to be very
Are we on?
exciting, I had a couple of announcements that I wanted to make. First of all, this is so thrilling to me, and some of you may already know this already, but last Sunday and Monday, I was able to travel to Nashville, Tennessee, and record a brand new CD entitled Billy's Place. And it's just piano and vocal, and I just love the way it's turned out. It's already been mixed, it's already been mastered, it's fast tracked to come out very soon. So probably middle of September, I will
Am I
have
on?
copies to sell, and then it goes digitally on all streaming platforms in the middle of October. But I'm so lucky because I get to do this in conjunction with my good friends down in Nashville at Club 44 Records. Wayne Hahn is my co-producer, who you may remember was the co-producer on the album that Jim Caruso and Clea Blackhurst did last year called Christmas at Birdland. And also we co-produced Linda Lavin's CD Love
What's
Notes.
happening?
And this is great. It's piano and vocal, and it's the kind of album that I have been wanting to do for so long. And it really does kind of sum up the vibe of these shows that I've been doing every week. So I'm super excited about it. And so in about a month, I'll have new products to offer you. And so I'll be telling you more about that in the weeks to come. But this is great. I wanted to show a shot of my great team in Nashville. It's a beautiful song Harold Arlen wrote in super Southern style, and that's really one of my favorite of his songs. Gorgeous ballad. I hope you enjoyed it. So before I move into the second half of the show, which is going to be very exciting, I had a couple of announcements that I wanted to make. First of all, this is so thrilling to me, and some of you may already know this already, but last Sunday and Monday, I was able to travel to Nashville, Tennessee, and record a brand new CD entitled Billy's Place. And it's just piano and vocal, and I just love the way it's turned out. It's already been mixed, it's already been mastered, it's fast tracked to come out very soon. So probably middle of September, I will have copies to sell, and then it goes digitally on all streaming platforms in the middle of October. But I'm so lucky because I get to do this in conjunction with my good friends down in Nashville at Club 44 Records. Wayne Hahn is my co-producer, who you may remember was the co-producer on the album that Jim Caruso and Clea Blackhurst did last year called Christmas at Birdland. And also we co-produced Linda Lavin's CD Love Notes. And this is great. It's piano and vocal, and it's the kind of album that I have been wanting to do for so long. And it really does kind of sum up the vibe of these shows that I've been doing every week. So I'm super excited about it. order with another pair of about that. You can order this as a set, or if you got tumblers and you want more, you can order as a set, or you can order the wine and cheese board totally separately if you like. So Doug is going to put up the website for the gift shop. It's Red Storefront, Billy Dash something, right? Yes. He's going to put it up there for you. And the third announcement that I want to make is that I'm not going to be here doing a live show next Thursday. In lieu of that, don't fear, because I will be here on Thursday. But what's happening is that I'm very fortunate to be one of the artists that has been selected to do concerts for Radio Free Birdland. And what we do is that we go down to the Birdland Theater, and with 3 cameras and a great technical crew, and Jim Caruso producing, and Ryan Patternitis directing, we record shows without an audience, but they're filmed. And so I filmed mine about 2 weeks ago, and it's going to be broadcast next Thursday, August 27th at 7 o'clock, an hour earlier than my normal Billy's Place time. So I'm taking the night out from Billy's Place, and you can order a ticket. You can buy a ticket to see this virtual concert. What was great about it was the fact that I could go onto that Birdland stage and play that gorgeous grand piano and have that gorgeous lights and sound, and it's top quality. And it really made me feel good to step into a nightclub again, even without an audience. So you can go to events.broadwayworld.com and order tickets for my show next week, and look at the lineup of the shows that are coming up. There's lots of great shows, but all you have to do is order one ticket. It's $20, which I think is very reasonable, and a small service charge. And, you just have to buy one ticket. You can just cluster a bunch of people around and watch the show for one cover charge. And if you can't watch it on Sunday, the day that it premieres, on Thursday, the day that it premieres, you can watch it for the whole month after that. So buy a ticket, watch it anytime you want. But on Thursday night at 7, I will be there commenting along with you and answering questions. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm taking the night off from here on Thursday. I will be online at any rate in a different venue. What they do is you buy the ticket, then they send you the link. And on the day of the show, you just press the link and you're in and you're watching the show. And so that's going to be a really fabulous time. I'm excited about that. And so I'll be back live here from my living room on September 3rd with a show about, I'm thinking I'm going to do a Fred Astaire show. I've gotten so many great requests for that. And there's so much great music there. It's really every great songwriter you can imagine. So if you have requests, favorite Fred Astaire material, please send that to me in a Facebook message, or in the comments. And I will be happy to make a big list and put together a show for you and hopefully do some of your favorites. So are we ready to move on with the show, Doug? We are ready to move on the show. Okay, so we had a little bit of a glitch there, but we are going on to celebrate one of our favorite movies. And I'm going to preface it with a little opening theme. we're not in Kansas anymore. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I hear he is a whiz of a whiz of a whiz there ever there was. If ever, oh ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. What an immortal movie, made in 1931 and in 39. I'm sorry, I got nervous. 1939 and 81 years, there's the one. 81 years later, it's still enchanting audiences of all ages. It's one of my favorite movies. I hope it's one of yours. And it's certainly one of my partner, my producer, Doug Major's favorite movies. And so I'm going to invite him on to the screen, and we're going to talk about The Wizard of Oz. So, Doug, come here. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit so that you can get into the shot. Can I see you? I'm going to slide this over. Good? All right. So this is it. Because, you know, Doug has so much to tell us about The Wizard of Oz, and at the same time, Doug is trying to do the camera and all this stuff together. Did we have a glitch earlier?
We had a sound glitch, but the black and white thing made up for it.
Oh, you did you do the black and white just then? Okay, good. So if I repeated any of that stuff earlier, if you heard me say it twice, forgive me. All I wanted to say about that is buy a wine and cheese board. That's all I have to say. And buy a ticket to my show next week. Okay, it's you, The Wizard of Oz. It's his favorite movie, I have to say. When we met 21 years ago, he just... you've been into this movie forever, right?
It's not only my favorite movie, it's like one of the great roles of my life.
Yeah, yeah. Tell everybody about it, Doug, because I know this show, he's been wanting to do this for a while, and so I'm just going to shut up and let you talk.
Well, many of you who are of the same generation as me, Billy, and our friends will remember what was my favorite holiday growing up, the annual telecast of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And I don't remember when I first saw it, but I was very young. And every year, I would get so excited the week that it was going to be on television. It was just my favorite thing. It looked like nothing else that was ever on TV. The color, the music, it was just a beautiful thing, and I got so excited. And I loved that night. And when the pandemic started, I thought everybody's at home with their families. It would be so cool if they could do that again right now. Have everybody watch The Wizard of Oz. It's such a kind, loving story.
And isn't there something great about everyone watching it at the same time?
Yes.
You know.
The next day, and everybody watched it.
Absolutely. Yep.
We grew up with it. And everybody considered it a children's movie. The people I lived with, grew up with.
Sure.
But as I grew older, I just thought, I love this movie too much to stop watching it.
Right.
So, I would start having a party when I was a teenager every year when The Wizard of Oz was on, and my friends would come over, and I'd make Yellow Brick Road cake, Emerald City Punch. I'd hang up all my memorabilia and decorations, and I'd have everybody come over, and we'd drink, eat, and watch The Wizard of Oz, and it was just so much fun. Then I had the opportunity to direct a community theater production of it, which was such a joy. It was all families working on it together. The Munchkins were cast from children, of course, and the mothers and
Just
fathers.
hold that up closer to you. I just want to make sure they hear that close to you. That's all.
Just like me.
Close to you. That's right. Just hold it up.
So tonight, I'm usually over on that side with plenty of space, and tonight, because of the technical stuff, I'm in this little corner.
You can't imagine. I mean, it's like we are crammed in here, but that's okay. It's okay. We're making it work.
So I'm wearing shorts, and I'm wearing a blue gingham shirt and this tie, which is the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's the Wizard of Oz tie.
This was given to me by Billy's mother.
Oh, that's right. Oh, God, I forgot.
It belonged to Billy's dad.
That's right. That's right. So you were talking about, though, how all the families got involved with the show. Yeah, yeah. So you'd had...
It was a wonderful experience. My nieces and nephews, the neighborhood friends, everybody loved Wizard of Oz. It was really a joyful experience. And then I moved to New York, which was kind of like going to Oz.
Yeah.
And I found other people who loved the Wizard of Oz, because I seemed to be the only one in my hometown. I was kind of famous for it. And So New York is like going to Oz, and well, who should we talk about now?
I don't know. Well, you can talk about your stories. I love the stories about the people that were cast in the movie and the stories about that. I mean,
Yes, the wonderful cast of The Wizard of Oz.
yeah.
In the 1970s, they would do talk shows, and they would tell these wonderful stories, like Margaret Hamilton. I went to a football game, and Mervyn LeRoy was there, and he said, "Maggie, we've got you in mind for a part in The Wizard of Oz." And I said, "Oh, I love that story. What part is it?" And he said, "The witch." And she said, "And here's the kicker." He said, "What else?"
Right, exactly. So that was the part that really put her on the map. I mean, she had done lots of movies up to that, but I think she's certainly most known for that film. And there was an interesting thing about her when she goes, what's the pyrotechnic accident that happened with
the
her?
Munchkinland scene when she disappears in a flash of fire and
Right.
smoke as her lift descended. Her makeup had copper in it, so a flame caught it. She got burned and was out of commission
Badly
for a couple
burned.
of weeks.
Yeah. And we all know the story about Buddy Ebsen,
Buddy
who
Ebsen,
was
yes.
he was supposed to be the Tin Man.
And he had an allergic reaction
Yeah.
to the makeup.
So,
However, when you watch the movie and they're singing "We're Off to See the Wizard," that's Buddy Ebsen's voice because they recorded it and they didn't bother to
re-record it.
do it over again.
Wow, that's good. There's so many little glitches in that. I mean, there's the one about the hair that doesn't match up.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about that later? Or you're going to, okay.
Well, yeah, I got a little video.
Oh, you got a little video of that. Okay, great.
I'm
All
going
right.
to show another video. But
No, it's okay, because he's got some stuff he's going to show you. But should I sing the song, or you want to show some videos now?
Sing the song.
The song about the witch's
The
song.
theme song, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll sing this song. Okay. All right. Once there was a wicked witch in the lovely land of Oz, and a wickeder witch there never ever was. She filled the folks in Munchkin Land with terror and with dread, till one fine day from Kansas way, a cyclone caught the house that brought the wicked witch her doom. As she was flying on her broom, the house fell on her head, and the coroner pronounced her dead. And through the town the joyous news was spread. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head. Rub your eyes, get out of that bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins go, below, 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 yo. Let's open up and sing and ring those bells out. Ding dong the merry-o. Sing it high and sing it low. Let them all know the wicked old witch is dead. Goblins go, yo, below, below, yo. Let's open up and sing and ring the bells out, and ring the bells out. Ding dong, the merry-o. Sing it high and sing it low. Let them all know the wicked old witch is dead. Let them all know the wicked old witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. She's dead. She's dead.
She's dead.
She really is dead. Now, before we go any further, now, Doug decorated the set. I don't know how much of this you could see. I'm just going to swing this over just a little bit so that you can see all these great memorabilia that Doug has. Doug has collected this memorabilia over the years. And there is, oh yeah, put some light on it so we can all see it. Oh yeah. So there's the box set. There's the DVD set. There are books. There's, oh, I think we can see it now. There's, let's see. Are you, yeah, I can't tell on this camera if I'm there or not, but you must be, right? There's other things blocking the shot, blocking the camera in the shop, but, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, good. And there's, I mean, because Doug was known as the guy growing up who loved The Wizard of Oz. For his entire life, he has been given and collected great Oz memorabilia. And the thing I particularly like is like every single greeting card that people have given him. Look, it's all Oz related. So, what can I say? I married an Oz freak. I can't say, that's it. Doug told me once that he knew every single line to The Wizard of Oz, and he could do it for you. The movie doesn't even have to be playing. He can be sitting in a room, and I can say, do it. And he'll start the movie, and he could literally go through 2 hours of the movie and give me every single line of the dialogue. You don't need prompting, right? You don't need any of that, right?
I know it by heart.
He does.
Yes.
He does. I mean, I don't know what kind of talent. I mean, it's great talent. I don't know how you can make money off that talent, but
Well, it's not about
come
money.
back here.
It's just
Come get
about,
back in the shot. Come
no,
get.
I wanted to show some pictures, and I need to do it from over
Oh,
here.
okay. Doug's right here, and he's going to show us some pictures. I'm going to swing the camera back a little bit. That's probably better. And Doug is going to tell us a little bit about his personal history with some of the things he did with Wizard of Oz, right?
Yes.
Take it.
Take it. Well, here's a shot. If I may. This is my Wizard of Oz party in about 1986, 87. These were all the people I worked with at the Big Y supermarket, Chicopee,
sweet.
Massachusetts.
Oh, sure.
And I contacted them all today to tell them about the production tonight so they could see their picture. Now look at the tablecloth is soaked with the Emerald City Punch.
Oh, yeah.
We had a good time. And that's me in the back holding up the Dorothy doll, which is right up.
There it is.
No,
there she is, the Dorothy doll. Yeah.
I still have her. This next show, well, let me get rid of that one.
Okay.
Oh, there's Bill.
Oh, no, there's me again. Okay, I see that. Oh, there's me again.
There
And
you
I'm
go.
holding a dog. There you go. I know. Here we go. Can you find it?
Yeah.
There we go. Is it going to be teeny tiny?
Let's see. Hold on.
I know. This whole new webcam stuff that we've got can be a little confusing. Let's see.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
I
Look at
painted that. I was always painting, drawing,
Yeah.
making a puppet theater, and it was always the Wizard of Oz. Most
Sure,
of the time.
most of the time.
Every now and then I do something else.
Yeah.
That was one of the many paintings I did.
Your
of the
parents
Wizard of
must have
Oz.
thought you were so weird.
Yeah, they didn't know where I came from.
Yeah, mine too.
My father was funny. He never watched The Wizard of Oz, wasn't into it, and then I found out much later that when he was 10 years old, his cousin Joan took him to see it.
Uh-huh.
And when the apple tree grabbed for Dorothy, he ran out of the theater in terror. So
Oh, well, so that explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, show some more pictures. Can you reach them? There you go. Doing all this. We are a two-man operation here, which is why we need tips. Oh, look, that's cute. Put that there. Can you get that on the screen? Almost. Oh, it's so small. Okay. Gonna make it bigger. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at those. Who is that?
that's the cast of the Wizard of Oz production that I
Directed. Sure.
And I think Rosemary Stella and Amy Baronato, the Dorothy and the Lion might be watching tonight. That would be
Adorable. Adorable. I love that.
Oh.
Yeah. Show a couple more. Parties, all these parties that he gave, all these different.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
This is me.
Is that you on the left? Oh, it's not. You got so small.
The trackpad.
I know. Make it bigger. We got to see you bigger. Blow them up.
Sorry, folks.
There you go. I can see it enough. That's good.
Yeah,
that's you on the left,
that's
right?
me. And there wasn't a lot of Oz memorabilia to be bought back in the day, so I would make it myself. You know,
Sure.
Streamers and balloons.
Sure.
So.
Sure. Well, we have a special guest tonight that we wanted to feature because, I've been working. Oh, did you want to show something else?
Oh, this was a gift to me from our special guest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good, of course.
This is a gorgeous glass ornament of Dorothy.
Holding
I'm
that
sorry, I
dog?
put my microphone down. I'm not used to being with a microphone. And
It's okay. You'll get used to it.
let's hope maybe I shouldn't. This was a gift to me from our special guest coming up. And it's a Christmas ornament, but I love it all year round.
Great. So my dear friend and your dear friend, Jim Caruso, who I've worked with for many, many years, we got together a couple of weeks and we filmed this little segment for this show because he sings a song that's a beloved favorite from this great score of Wizard of Oz. So you have it ready? You have it queued up, ready to go here?
Well, hi, Jim. I just didn't feel like I could do
We're starting. Oh, my God.
I just didn't feel like I could do a show that was doing a tribute to the Wizard of Oz without having you sing this incredible song, because this is one that you have sung for many years, and I feel like if you have a signature song at all, that this is probably your signature song, and it's one that I've always loved the way you've done it.
Oh.
And so I wanted to share that with my audience, and it gave us an excuse to actually perform together, which we haven't done since March.
I know. And you'll notice we're facing away from each other, so any droplets?
I know.
Oh.
No droplets. I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to play. You can spew the droplets.
Don't breathe.
I'm not going to breathe
Okay.
at all.
I hate when Billy breathes in my apartment. It just ruins everything. Well, I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm delighted you're here. I'm in your apartment, but I'm delighted I'm here. So that's good. It's nice to have a change of pace and get out of my own set for a little bit.
You're set. This is my TV
I
studio.
know, this is Jim's TV studio, and I just love the way you sing this song. So I wanted the audience to hear this as well. So
Well, I haven't sung in 5 months. No, literally.
I understand.
So,
I understand.
it'll
Well,
be
I'll put
fun.
it in a low key for you, so that'll be good.
The key of Lou Rawls.
Yeah, that's right, Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls.
Lady love.
Shall we give it a whirl?
Whirl it.
Let's whirl it.
I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'd be thinking, I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. I could tell you why the ocean is near the shore. I'd think of things I'd never thunk before. Then I'd sit and think some more. I'd not be just enough. My head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. I'd dance and be merry. Life would be a ding-a-dairy if I only if I had a brain. I could tell you why the ocean is near the shore. I could think of things I never thunk before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I'd not be just a nothing, my head all full of stuffing, my heart all full of pain. But at last I could love you and be even worthy of you if I only if I had a brain.
That was lovely, Jim.
That was lovely, Bill.
Thanks for being on my show.
Thanks for asking.
Great. If you can hear me, somebody say you can hear me.
There.
Can you hear me now?
It's coming through the camera microphone.
Okay, is it good?
It's good.
It's good. But not through this microphone, but that's okay. All right, you can hear me. That's the main thing. Because, oh look, we've got Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Cowardly Lion behind us. I love this so much. Oh, look at that. That looks really good, Doug. That looks really great. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. There was a lot of technical stuff to deal with, as you could tell, but we wanted to try to get this done. And, you know, we're doing the best we can. So, Doug wanted to read one more last thing about the Wizard of Oz, and then we're going to wrap up tonight. So,
One of the things I love best about the story.
this doesn't work here. So
I know. They can hear it.
okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So one of the things I love most about this story is the dog. When you watch the movie and you realize all the artistry and creativity that went into making the Land of Oz, The only thing that is not in some way artificial is the dog. And when you go to Frank Baum's original text, it says, "It was Toto that made Dorothy laugh and saved her from growing as gray as her other surroundings." Toto was not gray. He was a little black dog with long silky hair and small black eyes that twinkled merrily on either side of his funny lead nose. Toto played all day long, and Dorothy played with him and loved him dearly.
That's the sweetest thing ever. I just love that.
The relationship between Dorothy and that dog, I love that so much. She'll do anything for that dog.
Yep.
And in the movie, that paragraph I just read was transformed into one of the most beloved songs ever written in a movie or just in general. And Dorothy sings the song to her dog, who she loves very much.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, before I sing that inevitable song, I just want to mention one more time, if you're able to, we went through a lot of technical stuff tonight, so obviously we need help, but we're doing the best we can. If you can contribute to us in any way via Venmo or PayPal, Doug will put that up for you right now. It's PayPal, bstritch@yahoo.com, Venmo @Billy-Stritch. If you'd rather send me a check, just send me a Facebook Messenger and I will send you that information. And also I wanted to mention one more time the show that I'll be doing next week virtually online through Broadway World and Birdland. It's called Hooray for Love. It'll be on at 7 o'clock next Thursday in lieu of the live Billy's Place show. And you can order your tickets at events.broadwayworld.com. And I will see you back here live in 2 weeks on September 3rd for an evening of the great music of Fred Astaire. I hope you've enjoyed Harold Arlen, and I hope you've enjoyed this tribute, very personal, to The Wizard of Oz. Truly one of our favorite movies, as you can tell. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Anyway, our dear friend Sonny Sessa gave that to us, so thank you, Sonny. We just love all of you for watching. Continue to watch every week. We'll be going on for a long time. I welcome all your ideas, all your comments, and put some money in the tip jar while you're at it. Here's that song you've all been waiting for. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the highway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Here comes a doggy. Somewhere skies are blue. Kiss. Kiss. And the dreams that you dream, care to dream, really do come true. and wake up where the clouds so far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why oh I can't. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was a fun show for us. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in 2 weeks for episode 17. Have a great week. No place like home.